it to work so that we can monitor.
How sure? Your headphones on?
No, they are.
The mics?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, all the mics are off.
Oh, okay. One of the mics is picking up. I don't know which one it was.
Mine's on. Testing 1,
This
2.
one's on now too, for sure.
Ouch.
I keep leading
Keep leading, keep leading.
Chat box.
Oh, that's a good spot, Teddy.
Close the window.
This thing is sticking.
What about it? You know what this?
No, I have a good angle now.
One, two, four. Like Houston deals better with flooding than like this kind of wind.
Did y'all see the buildings in downtown with all the glass?
The buildings?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
that monitor died.
No, because he
They just bumped. You got bumped.
unplugged it.
Oh, there we go. It's good. It's still plugged. It's just sensitive.
No,
that
that is-
orange thing right here.
Oh, this is not. This is just. It's the wall plug is sensitive for whatever reason. Okay, let's do some sound test. Check, check. We are in Houston. H-Town. Welcoming Jill, Bernie, Adam, Jules. Got the whole gang. We got brother Sean, sister Emily, brother Charles, brother Tanette. We got the doggies and cats all have not been summoned yet, I think.
Teddy's right here.
Just Teddy. And the cat was up here.
It was rolling around, yeah.
We got many brothers and sisters online too. Pitbull, Michael, Johnson. I'll be tending to over here.
Hey, Sean.
Welcoming
The
freedom.
lighter. Are you able to grab it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know battery.
Yeah, it has battery. I charged it.
What kind of tea we got?
We got a little bit of Big Red Robe. It was the last. And then Vanilla Black with a little bit of jasmine. I need a caffeine.
I'm down.
Yeah, I didn't eat or drink nothing yet.
Oh, no.
She is like, they told me to go into work. I'm like,
There's an egg and cheese kolache you can microwave for you if you want.
"That's fine. I'll be fine.
Okay.
I can eat the music.
Satisfy my soul.
Got pizza.
God before food.
Microwave.
Welcoming Brooklyn, Big Brooklyn,
Big Brooklyn.
Big Brooklyn. She got on a live call with me and started expressing to her how her life is changing for the better. So, was that Big Brooklyn? Or she was learning about improving her life? So of course we're in Houston, Texas. Not a lot of electricity yet. Most of the people don't have electricity. But here,
We got it.
we got it. I guess we need to be here. My mic is so. And I guess this could be.
Mm. He doesn't have his space.
That's okay. And we've been using the one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Leading with this mic alone. Get some relaxing backgrounds.
Turn the volume up on the TV or the phone, maybe. I think I turned it down.
No, I think we need a stream today. Some birds.
Some cows.
Okay. First time joining from Okay, welcome in Galliness. Michael says I was out of power most of the night here in Florida. Okay. Yeah.
I need some more incense.
So Sister Emily has everything. Electricity and power, internet.
I think I lost power for about a minute, like whenever
Yeah.
the rain and wind was going like sideways.
Yeah.
The lights were flickering and then the power went off, but thankfully I gained it back pretty quickly.
You live close to that power station right here, right next to it.
Well, I am in the energy corridor.
Yeah.
So like we have all these energy companies
they need
around us.
So,
They need that electricity.
Brother Charles and I, no electricity, and y'all are good out there.
Never lost anything,
No,
yeah.
no. Good. It's good. You know, when the storm was hitting, I was doing Amazon delivery. My first delivery, I went all the way out to, I even forgot where, like 290, out all the way out, and I look into this. No, it was Katy, Richmond. I was doing deliveries and I started hearing all this thundering, and out of nowhere, I parked at the first Amazon delivery I was supposed to make, and it got dark instantly. I was like, okay, this is not normal. And so I just kind of parked because I knew something crazy was about to happen, but I didn't know how crazy it was. And eventually I felt, oh, damn, my life could be in danger because the wind picked up the car. It was so strong that I felt like the lift, and the trees were, of course, going absolutely crazy. And then it started hailing on my car because, you know, it was, I guess, the hot and cold pressure. And I was like, dang, it's going down. And then my mind started, you know, having some doubts. And then I just decided the worst that could happen is like a thunder hitting the car, which it didn't happen, by the way. Other than that, I just decided I'm just gonna enjoy this wild ride. Eventually, after about 20 to 30 minutes, it just... And I decided, okay, I could either go back to the center and drop everything off, or God wants to show me something. Of course, I chose God wanted to show me something route, which meant I got to see how people reacted, because no power and no internet. After a while, people slowly came out of their houses and started being more present because there was no phone to distract them. And it was like imagine the Matrix shut down for a little bit, and people come out like this, like just. It's like we can't be on our phones, and it makes people. It's like we're forced to be present, and many people might not get the message to be more present. But of course, I got to see the whole power line on the ground. I got to see the children excited to do something else other than play Roblox. Right. And many people still surprised that I went to do Amazon delivery. Like, I don't have power, but I still got my Amazon package. Right? Because, I mean...
The service.
Yeah, because I just wanted... And, of course, in the middle of nowhere, in the deep suburbs, it's dark as hell.
Yeah.
When there's no... It's just forest, right? And houses. But when there's no electricity, it's really stressful because you can't see the road and you don't know what tree has fallen in the road, and it's very far away. But there's some heroes, right? There's some heroes that appear, and I feel bad for them. But was the people who working at the damn Burger King? The Burger King line was so long that it went into the road, and the parking lot was full. And these people did not sign up for like 200 people to come through after a storm.
Did they have power?
Burger King had power.
Was this the same night?
This was the same
Yeah.
night, and so HEB, you know, the power stayed on. People, when you're stressed, you're gonna go eat something. And some people did not have solar. And I saw the eyes in the fathers who were not prepared. And I saw them, like, they realized, we're gonna get solar now, and we're gonna get a generator now. Because imagine you see other families prepare, but
Yeah.
yours is not.
Yeah.
It's such a awakening. And I guarantee you that the amount of generators being bought right now and the amount of solar being bought right now is through the roof, because 1 million people in Houston did not have it, and they could afford it, but they just weren't prepared.
Yeah.
And so I saw a lot of shifting in perspective and community coming together. And children had no phone, so they had to play soccer. And adults having to take a walk out of their house because that's all they had. Like we were reminded of the simple way our ancestors lived. They didn't have electricity, or they had a candle lamp in the house, and when it was nighttime they went to sleep. But we are living in a different time, but we get to remember the way our ancestors lived and eat. Like, imagine, they didn't even think about Whataburger or Burger King in their time. And so it was a beautiful blessing for me to see how the city reacted and how terrible some people had it. Some people had no wall. Their newly built home, that if a storm hits,
Yeah.
now in Oklahoma or somewhere in the Midwest, their whole city gets destroyed. We got just a tiny little thing, and we're so blessed that we don't have constant storms dropping by, and that we have an HEB that will stay open no matter how bad it gets. That Burger King will stay open even though 200 people are trying to get food. And there are some cities that have nothing from a storm. So we're extremely blessed to be where we're at. We're used to floods, but not wind. And so the power lines got destroyed by all the trees falling over everywhere that I drive. There's a bunch of trees just falling over because my wife says the trees oftentimes fall over because they planted the whole tree and not the seed, so there's less roots to keep it grounded. And so, because my wife's mother used to be a gardener in Vietnam, so she understood like why. So it's beautiful to be here. So, how about what did Sister Emily? What did you experience from? We gotta do some therapy, you know. So we gotta connect. What did you learn from your experience?
I think I also learned preparation, but in a different way, because that morning we knew a storm was coming. And I was talking to my team because we were at work, of course, that morning and all throughout the day. And we were aware that it was going to hit in the afternoon, but I was under the impression it was going to hit in North Houston, like in Conroe area. So I didn't think it was going to hit in Katy and our side of the city. And we went throughout the day normal, put up, pool furniture, but didn't really do any preparation because I work in multifamily in an apartment community. So we didn't do much preparation because we didn't anticipate something like that to happen. And I was leaving work at my normal time. I usually, arrive at 9, don't take a lunch. So I leave typically like around 5 o'clock, 5:30 for my full 8 hours. So the rest of my team stays and takes care of what they need to take care of. And I felt bad because I didn't check the weather before I left, because basically my team, I'm in charge of like when they go home, and I'm in charge of their safety, So I didn't check the weather before I left, and no emails had gone out, so I just wasn't doing my research or paying attention. And I get home, and literally as soon as I get home, I get a text message from one of my leasing agents because I went and ran some errands, got home around 6. And she texted me like, Emily, it's like dark outside. I was like, what? What are you talking about? And I'm about 15 minutes away from my work. And it moved over here immediately after. And all of a sudden, all my blinds are open and it goes from like light to dark, which was so crazy. Yeah. So I go out to my patio. I'm bringing my plants in because the wind's starting to pick up. And I'm texting Chloe because her and my assistant Chris were still at work. And then I'm like, wait, where's Jess? Because Jess was still at work. So I asked Chloe where she was, and she was like, oh, she left. She left at 6. So I'm on the phone with Jess, and she had to pull over. So I was concerned about her because she was in her car like you were.
Yeah.
And I just felt incredibly responsible, for their safety. And while we didn't know, like, the extent to what it was or what was going to happen, I could have paid a little bit more attention and been a bit more attentive to my team, So it made me, what happened to my ankle a week prior really reminded me to like slow down. And
she sprained her ankle.
I've been in a boot for a week and it still is messed up, but it reminded me to like be more present and get out of my head and to slow down. So I think this was just a reminder on top of that to really take the time and prepare as well. And I was on the phone with them. I went like in mom mode with them, like making sure everybody was okay and taken care of, and thankfully they were. But I got to work and I was cleaning, so I didn't lose power. I didn't understand the extent of how bad it was. Like 4 people died during the storm, and downtown, the tops of hotels were missing, and the sides of glass buildings, glass was all over the ground in downtown. So I didn't understand how bad it hit until we started like looking at the news and everything. And going to work the next day, I think it made me a little bit more empathetic. And I've always been empathetic, but like taking action on that as well. And I got to work and, just sat with the team and really took the time to talk with them. They're still without power. My leasing agent with the baby, so I had her stay in the model at my work. And I ended up buying the entire property pizza. We had a community-wide pizza party. Thankfully, our services were restored, but there's still a lot of people without power, so
Yeah.
I'm always prepared myself, but being prepared for others that I'm responsible for as well is a really big lesson for me. And not just my inner circle, but everywhere that I'm put in that, at that time, being responsible for my community.
Yeah, it's not easy being a leader, because when it's come time to lead, people will remember Joel Osteen. When it flooded, he kept his church closed. Right? Remember when it flooded in Houston, Joel Osteen did not open the doors of his church, of his Mega Million church, while Mattress Mac, a furniture store, opened his furniture store and let people sleep on their mattress. So are you working for God, or you just label yourself working for God?
Exactly.
And so in every role we have, even when you're a manager, you can still serve, which is not always easy. And so thank you for your leadership.
And I even told my team yesterday, I was like, I feel so bad, I could have paid more attention. So we talked about it, and I feel like just having those open and honest conversations and being vulnerable about myself and with the people, with my team, and just talking about where I can improve on a personal level is something that's super important to me, and being vulnerable about my sometimes mistakes and how I can improve as well. Just being open and honest with everybody. So
it's definitely a blessing opportunity for us to step up, because this is a challenging time that when people need you, are you there?
Yeah.
Right? And so, and some people just think about them and their family only. Right? We're not tending, we're not doing our part when we're healers, we're not sending prayers, we're not uniting, but do the best that we can, and that's enough. How about Brother Charles? We're all in Houston.
Cheer.
We're all in H-Town, by the way, welcoming Diana, Shiro, welcoming Irish Star, and this is Brother Sean, Sister Emily, Brother Charles, Brother Tanet here, and half of us don't have electricity. And so can you share with us the experience of whatever you experienced, because you in H-Town with this?
Yeah, it was surprising how fast it all intensified, the storm and stuff. I wasn't paying attention to the news. I'm usually pretty proactive and try to keep up to date, but I think everyone was kind of taken by surprise, and thankfully my lovely girlfriend opened her house to me, because I'm a refugee right now.
Dang.
So.
That's why you're happy. Apparently they're together now, so
The secret's out.
the secret's out.
Chill.
Gotta keep an eye on them, make sure it's, we're going to places, And what have you been observing? What have you learned from this experience? Brother Charles?
I think it's a good idea to maybe think more about, what we can do to prepare for, emergencies, and there's always little things. I mean, keeping some water, do you have extra medication? Do you, so I'm more encouraged and motivated to maybe invest some energy in that, because I think if this is just sort of a preview of more to come with the whole like there was more solar flares last week than there were in the entire year last year, and all that energy goes somewhere in the earth and affects weather. And so I know climate change is sort of a controversial topic, but they're saying, there'll just be more extremes extreme cold, extreme heat, extreme weather. And I think we have an opportunity to sort of take more like a radical ownership and radical responsibility of ourself, our community. And, it's important to do it with balance, not necessarily out of fear, but more just out of prudence. So.
And I also think it's about find your tribe. Like, we got each other, but my father has an even gigantic web of we got each other, because Thai community, like when you're an immigrant, you stick to immigrant people, and those immigrant people stick together because you need to. And many people don't have an inner circle tribe. Even if their own family, they just like stick to themselves and be really independent. But sometimes you want to be there for people, because sometimes you need people too, right? And because we have resources, right? When we have to each other, we have resources to share when we need it. But we don't need each other all the time, but we're not here to use each other. We're here to support, because when we need it, are people there? And when people need it, are we there? Because even the Buddha taught, like, if you don't take care of people now, when you get older, no one's going to take care of you. The master teaches, if you put your children in a daycare, when you grow up, they're going to put you in a retirement home. Cause and effect, and this is more like the wisdom is still here. That's why we're still here. That's why we have a place to come to with internet, electricity, tea, sound healing, online. We can be, right? Because why? We find we have a tribe, right? And find your tribe, people. But before you can find your tribe, find yourself. How about Brother Sean Crary and the whole bio hut, Sister Jill and baby Mystic?
We were on our way to dinner, actually, for my birthday. We were going to go out to dinner. And, like, as we were walking out the door, I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, yeah, I should probably check the weather real quick. And there was a tornado warning, which is very serious. That means there's, like, actual rotation in the clouds that is either radar seen or visibly seen. And it was, like, 40 miles north of us, but it was coming, like, southeast. So I'm like, okay, well, that's very serious. We should chill out for a little bit. So we actually drove up to the clubhouse just in case there was, like, because if you're in a trailer during a tornado, you're going to die almost certainly.
Were you the only one in the clubhouse?
Yeah. we didn't go in the clubhouse. We just sat in the truck outside of it just because, like, okay, well, if it's going to get serious, it'll be obvious, so we can just walk right in. But Evie was freaking out, which she hasn't done in a long time with the storm. But this one was like, I don't know. Just because I think we said tornado warning. Yeah. She knew that, like, and we had watched videos on
how to prepare for it?
No, on Twitter recently of a bad tornado, like, ripping apart a building or something like that.
Dude.
Oh, and she saw it?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we were just, like, looking at it, and she was like, what's that? I'm like, this is what a tornado looks like. But, yeah, she calmed down very fast compared to, like, what she normally would have in the past, which is good. Now her new fear is being without mom. She's very attached. Whatever.
I guess that's a new one. We just like to pick things up.
Well, Jill went and took a shower, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for a run. And she, like, didn't hear me or whatever. Like, she wasn't paying attention when I told her, 'cause she was watching a video or something. And she was like, okay. And then, like, while we were both gone, she, like, realized we were both gone, like, out of nowhere, and, like, started freaking out and, like, crying, like, they abandoned, I don't know.
Yeah.
She just, this is the first time she's ever been alone, and she didn't.
Yeah, that's a core memory right there.
Yeah, for sure. So she started, like, panicking.
And, while Jill was literally in the shower.
No, it was at the clubhouse. Like, she went to the shower at the clubhouse because they have better water pressure.
Oh, and she was in the RV by herself.
Yeah, but I mean, I was just, like, outside running around the track, which is right behind us. But
yeah.
Whatever. She couldn't see me at that point, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's her new fear. It's being without mom.
This is the year of the dragon. Remember, Right, this is the year with the biggest obstacles. That's why it's called Year of the Dragon. It's not to just be like cute dragon. It means we're being forced to grow.
Yeah.
Because why? We're so damn comfortable in our whatever circumstances, and now you get to see. Okay, that's why it's all. I always ask, what did we learn? Because many people didn't learn anything. They didn't, because they're not paying attention. They're not asking, what is God trying to teach me? What is the universe trying to teach me? They just think, get food, come back home. When is the internet gonna come back? They're not asking, what's the lesson with us, like with no power, no internet? Maybe I need, maybe it's a sign to be present. Of course, this is more of a spiritual way of seeing it, but we get to see many people be present for the first time. Like, you have to look at the damn trees now because you don't have the phone, got no internet, and some people, I'm sure, is just playing the damn games on the phone the whole time.
A lot of people were out walking around here after the storm. Like, a lot of people. I haven't seen people like that in a while. And we had electricity, but people were still outside.
Just to see the destruction.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to people.
Yeah.
That's what we used to do, because we used to get storms. I'm from the Midwest, and we get storms like this constantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, going outside and seeing all the tree limbs down was always fun.
My wife's graduation was canceled, but the day before, her intuition says, I'm not gonna have it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then she told me the next day, dude, and it didn't happen because no electricity. So it's a uniting time. Yes, it's sad to see people's house with no roof. It's sad to see a whole apartment that's built so cheap. And when the storm came, I just saw their roof is just on the other side of the road, and I'm like, God bless y'all. We got it good. We don't have electricity, but we got a roof. We don't know what they lost from the wind coming through that roof. It could, it could be everything they had. So, because some people live upstairs apartment. And so I just, that's why I just pray for the people and animals. A lot of rabbits were out running because they were just freaked out. A lot of cats were just confused, outside my house. They were just, imagine being a cat and that came through. What do you think about that? Confusion.
Those winds were 105 miles per hour or something. I was worried about the birds.
Well, the birds probably flew away a long time ago, unless they're
They
baby
felt
birds.
it, yeah.
Yeah, but humans, we gotta get our diesel, hook our hitch, and where do we go? All the Motel 5 up north. But it's not too bad because everyone here drives, and if you just drive an hour, there's electricity, gas, motel.
Yeah.
But some people cannot. So I think today we're gonna do sound healing and positive energy for praying everyone have all their needs met. Water, food, shelter. All the animals are good. All the children are fed, and all the parents make sure they have a good mental health, good sleep, and just healing energy to the city. And I'm sure it's not just Houston, but everything. I heard somebody from Florida, right? Somebody from Florida said that a storm also passed through Florida. So whoever affected right now, and this is a reaction to us affecting it too. We know there's a lot of things going on in the world, but we cannot, we want to do our part and do your part. So thank you, everybody. Be here now. Freedom, I am, Lady, Star, Beverly, and of course, we haven't been streaming as much. Why? Because Mother's Days, and then graduation weekend, storm, and Sister Jane went to check on the tree, and it was perfectly fine.
Oh, at Manel.
She's like, it's the mother tree.
The
good.
sacred tree.
and then it turns out perfectly fine because that tree has been here through stronger winds and survived. But us humans, we only been here for 30 years, 20 years, some of us 80 years, and the tree's been here for hundreds and hundreds. And so grateful for Mother Earth and all the strong trees that protect us, and even the house is made of the trees that protect us. So we're so blessed because our ancestors stayed in a damn cave or they just died. Because why? They built their house on a weak wood like the Galveston hurricane that destroyed the whole island one time. Golly. So that's our ancestors here in Houston, Texas, and Galveston. There was like a great Galveston's hurricane of 1904 or something, and the whole island completely became piles of wood. But the only thing that stayed were the Catholic Church because they were built strong. And so shout out to the church and all the strong structures. And grateful for all the builders, right? Especially all the Latino brothers and sisters, man. They're doing their work right now. So shout out to all the heroes who are flipping burgers in Burger King, keeping the grocery store open, all the firefighters, all the paramedics, all the hospitals that stayed open because I saw a lot of ambulances. And this is why we're grateful for America, that we're responding and people feel supported, because we don't know in other countries this may not be fixed for years. And so we're so blessed. It could be worse, and at the end of the day we have it so good. Now I shut up and we're gonna do some music. And again, we have Brother Sean on the handpan and the accessory instruments, the Tibetan bowls, but your focus is the handpan and other percussion. Sister Emily, Queen Emily Richardson, and I guess King Charles.
I like that.
Damn.
I like that.
Dang. Oh,
King and Queen.
I received that.
I receive.
Queen Emily Richardson on the crystal bowls, and we got Brother Charles, King Charles the third, the second on the drums, the shamanic drums, and the doumbek, right?
What's a doumbek? That?
Doumbek and thonbek. And of course I focus on Brother Tanet here, focusing on the flutes. And welcoming Sheena, Charmaine, Beverly, Chance, and all my brothers and sisters on TikTok. And thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy the little meditation. And of course we got young mystic doggy Teddy, Teddy, Jax somewhere, and the wild lion may appear out of nowhere.
He is a lion.
Thank you for your time. Enjoy the journey. Let us know if the audio volume is good or bad. Thank you so much. The audio should be better, I think. Queen Emily has arrived. Let's call an Akibono. Send healing energy to the people who need it today with the Om Mani Padme Hum mantra, the mantra of Avalokiteshvara that has infinite amount of hands to support the people who need it. If you're hungry, Avaloki brings you food. If your house has no roof, Avaloki will build you the roof. And for their light to turn on. For the internet, okay, maybe internet not yet. Light on and food. Okay. meditating, simmering in the love with us. We got MB, freedom, the zone, peace and healing to the world. Bill, we got Mello, Danny, Mario, thank you for all the blessings. Kimberly, Izzy, Miss November, thank you for enjoying some moment with us.
Gade Baradam Gade Bodhis
guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change and meditate, spreading love. This is the kingdom of planet Earth. This is our kingdom, our Mother. Na 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 na. We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. We the change and meditate, spreading love. This is the kingdom of planet Earth. This is our kingdom, our Mother. Na 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 na. Be in the now throughout your day. Don't miss most of your damn life. Get out of your head, get out your mind. The moment is what we'll find. The moment is what you'll find. The moment is what we'll find. Be in the now throughout your day. Don't miss most of your damn life. Get out of your head, get out your mind. The moment is what you'll find. The moment is what we'll find. The moment is what we'll find. Surrender to the love of the moment now. Freedom is what we'll find. Soaring owl of the night into the sky. Freedom is not a fight. Freedom is love and light. Freedom is not a fight. Freedom is love and light. Freedom is not a fight. Freedom is love and Dare 둘이 소하 봄달에 두 달에 둘이 소하 How we feeling in the mystic village today? Remembering to breathe in, slowly out, enjoying the moment. Good or bad, sometimes you just gotta learn to enjoy that your socks are wet. If you have to use candles, you just gotta learn to enjoy and appreciate the candles when you have no electricity. When you can't link to the internet, link within the inner bio. Connect with yourself. It's a good opportunity to go outside and look at the nature. So, thank you for being here, everybody. Charmaine, Sister, Queen, what did you feel from today's sound journey experience?
I felt connected, and I felt a lot more masculine energy today, which I think is definitely was needed. Kind of wake up the energy, and yeah, I felt connected, peaceful, and fire.
And we haven't played in a while either, so it's great. You know, we fill our cup. We come together to fill our own cups, and I'm glad that we can do it anywhere without needing to charge a ticket price for this event. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that we can operate anywhere. Publicly, locally, we're doing great. Online, we're doing great. We're doing great everywhere. And we're blessed to have what we got right now. I mean, we don't have power, but God, Queen Emily does. Right? And so we're grateful we remember our little blessing when sometimes we need to be humbled by life, to be grateful for life. How about King Charles? What did you feel from today's sound journey?
I felt just really good vibes. I feel like it just feels natural, and I'm really grateful to be able to collaborate with y'all, and I appreciate what y'all are doing, what y'all been doing, holding it down, and it's just such a beautiful thing.
Well, I'm glad that you see what we're doing, and I'm glad that you're part of us. You know, you're the mystic villagers, you're a leader, right? We all, because when people see the queen surrounded by bulls, they see like, dope, that's so cool. And then they find out she just help people for free. She's not looking to create sound healing events started, for $40 a head. Like, how? Guys playing. Right? That's why when people see Brother Sean play the handpan, right, they see him developing. Right? People see, wow, y'all sound so great compared to before, because we continue to develop. And as Brother Charles develop with us, we become even better. Right? New instruments are coming. Right? Because God, that's how we operate. And so all the donations that we get, we're getting new instrument. If we need a generator, we got a generator. We need solar panel, we got solar panel. We need, because when you keep things for God, God takes care of you in ways where, how the hell she got electricity? How she got internet and everything in Houston, Texas right now? How about Brother Sean Crary, the famous father?
It felt really good. Like you said, we haven't played much in the past 2-3 weeks together, and I missed it for sure. This is a good reminder that there's a reason it's in my life for sure.
Yeah.
And I very much am grateful as well to have found this and to be a part of it, and to continue to grow.
Yeah. So it's such a beautiful way to serve, It's a fun way.
It's very fun.
It's why people like it, because they see us enjoying and we want to be here, versus like, okay, we have to deal with these people's energy and we have to, right, we got to do all this. It's not from because what we're doing makes us happy. We're not pretending to have fun. We're not pretending to be spiritual. We're just loving our damn self. But we're doing it through action and not just like yelling it all the time. We say it a lot is because we're actually in a moment enjoying it. And that's why this group keeps growing. Right? Before it wasn't, I mean, look, damn.
It was just you,
Yeah, it was just me. And then the master even told me that I would have a group, but I thought the group was the temple. I didn't think it would be like now. Of course, it's not my group, it's God's group. And so we have to say that always, because you have to check the ego and stay humble, but also understanding, yes, it took effort, it took us sacrificing, but we don't really sacrifice because we're winning. Like, our cup is filled as we sacrifice every Sunday. But when we have consistency, we have a greater respect for ourselves, people respect us, and we're creating positive change in the community. So now it's time to say hi to y'all more. What did you feel today, brothers, sisters, and people out there? We're on TikTok, we're on Twitch and YouTube, Insight Timer today. I will be back on Insight Timer when I can. Let's see here. Love your damn self, says Chica. Miss November says, we feel it. I saw somebody says they feel happy on Insight Timer. You always make me smile, says Charmaine. Gas plane. Charmaine says, it's from the heart with exclamation point. Chance Biz says, that was great. Thank you guys. I feel connected. And again, we're going places right now. And God recently told me, if we go back to medicine, we're going to rent 2 vendor booths. And we're just going to be in the vendor area doing free healing work.
I like it.
Smart.
Right? Like we're... Because there's more vendors than there are people. Like
that's where people go.
That's where people go, but that's how they're making their thing work. And so it's gonna cost $400 for 2 booths, because we need more than just one. We want people
take the donations.
We want to be able to, for people to lay down there, 2, 3, or 4 people, and we're just jamming.
Yeah.
The whole time, because they're just hanging around the vendor booths and the stage, and so we're vending for God.
For free.
Yeah, for free. Because they're not going to the healing area, because they're going to where there's more like interestingness, which is buying stuff. And then when there's free healing, we'll have a sign, oh, free healing. And we'll have like a beautifully laid space. Like, remember our idea where wearing the tiara, they could wear your
my crown. I'll totally wear my crown.
Where is it?
On Buddha.
So she's got a crystal. So while they're laying down, they could be surrounded by her collection of crystals, which is a good amount. Expensive.
I have a box of crystals too.
As well.
Expensive and expensive.
Probably, yeah.
And we get to use it for crystal healing too. For what? For free. No link in the bio, okay? Let's see here. Jewel says, I absolutely love that idea. Thanks, you guys. I feel elevated from your sound bath. And thank you for being here. Let's read here. Okay, the font is kind of small. Here. Golly.
Yeah.
God. Oh, shout out to brother Arrow Eyes. He also does a sound bath on TikTok. Another practitioner. Let's see here. Goals for me. Let's see here. Freedom says, so thankful and grateful to be here and experience with you all. Sound healing is the future. That's because it's happening now, huh? Okay. Liz says, I was meditating and started asking the trees for a message, and you started singing We Are the Guardians. Yeah, when you do the work, you hang around the angels, the bodhisattvas, and the people who don't do the work are just waiting to be saved when they need to do their work. Many people just want somebody to do the work instead of, like, we wait for the doctor to fix us. Save your damn self before it gets bad. Chia. Eat vegetable, people. Okay. Let's see here. Arrow Eye says, y'all inspire me to do what I do. Hey, Shout out to all the practitioners. Light language Liz says super relaxed, lots of shedding. Come to New Jersey. Maybe in the future we get the Mystic Village bus.
Come
Mystic.
to Texas.
Yeah. Or come to Texas.
Yeah.
Come over here.
We here.
So as we grow, and we'll see like what God and the universe has in plan for us, because we're just open, but we must continue to do our work locally with ourselves and help each other raise our vibration, because as we influence more people, there's also going to be more challenges, because ego, a lot of spiritual people may not have the discipline, and they're going to want to charge money. They're going to want to make money from us. They're going to want to capitalize from people who do free work.
Let's collab.
Let's collab. But of course, they're thinking about $50 per head at a retreat. But we're sticking to Jesus and Buddha, who did not charge for healing. Let's see here. Freedom says, I feel connected to my roots, to Mother Earth and self-discovery. I'm welcoming again Suleiman. Sakura is here too. Spread those good vibes as far as possible, says Arrow Eyes. Okay. And will they be in Dallas? We're going to be in Austin next week. Hopefully, because lots of Houston don't have power, so we'll see what happens. Tanet, will you talk about Bodhisattva and Pratyeka Buddha? When you help people, the archangels and the bodhisattvas hang out with you. When you're not a servant, you wait till your life is an emergency and you pray for angels and bodhisattvas to help you. And those people are good people that will come serve you when you got no power. So, but when you become a servant, you get to become a network with other light workers and bodhisattvas. Some of them are just beginning, and that's why they need $50 for a healing. That's why they need conditional love. But the ones that serve beyond, you can call them archangels, because they don't need something from you. And so when you help people with condition, I will heal you with Reiki for $111.11, right? You're at least helping people, but that's called conditional love. But when you decide, you know what, I'm going to unconditionally help people, on Sundays we're going to do free sound bath. So the bodhisattvas bless you with new tools, new gift, help you develop your chakras, because you're willing to serve unconditionally. Because what do you think the archangels do? What do you think Jesus and Buddha is doing? So when you serve with their principles, with the way they practice, the energy, it protects you, right? Again, I don't got power. He doesn't have power. But Queen Emily has power, internet, everything. So that we can be here today to make sure we're good, that our community is good. Did you get burnt out from Amazon? No, my wife's car was down and I needed to work more. And that's why I'm not streaming as much. Why? Because I don't stream for money. I get money from streaming, but I don't jump on the stream to make money. I do Amazon. But of course, let's I think I want to talk, Brother Charles. What can you share about when you hear about the concept of serving conditionally compared to unconditionally, right? Because a lot of people who are serving conditionally, which means I'm gonna do Reiki for $50, compared to I will help you, and if you donate to me, great. If you don't, great. What do you feel about that? Like, not what you think, like what do you feel about the concept of conditional love and unconditional love? Here we go.
I feel like it's a beautiful ideal, and that we're here putting those ideals into practice in the world, in 3D world. We're bringing much higher purity and energy into what's sort of a lower vibration. And as an example for people to see and feel it, and they choose for themselves. Maybe they will be inspired to think about, what can I offer? What's my abundance? How can I live more in abundance so that I can give and be a light, be an example for others. So it's really practicing what you preach. If we're all one, then why wouldn't I want to give to you unconditionally? Because you are me. I want healing. You want healing, so let's facilitate the healing. Let's cut out the middleman. Let's cut out the dollar.
I want to be clear that just because we choose to serve unconditionally doesn't mean we're better than anybody else. But the energy that happens when you serve without condition is so strong, it's so powerful, that everything in my life is only going up. Everything in my damn life is going up because I live by these principles. Yes, I do Amazon delivery, I get paid, but that I don't use that. I don't say I serve God through that. Yes, it is serving humanity, but that's not my intention with it. I'm trying to make money with it, right? But with the healing, with the spiritual part, it's absolutely pure, because it makes you feel good that you're not charging them for money, and that you're getting your cup filled. And people who don't learn to have their own business or make money beyond spiritual, it drains you because it's your job. You have to. And if they don't give, and if they didn't give, you are least likely to help them, because it's like photography. I love photography, but the moment it became my job, I loved photography less, because I realized people in the wedding industry want the same shot. They want the bouquet toss, they want the first kiss, and every time you do these weddings, it's the same. And then my love for it, because it became a job. But when I take photos for God, when I take photos of people and they're feeling happy in meditation, and they don't need to pay me, and when they see that photo, it becomes their profile photo for a long time. Because why? It comes from my heart. It comes from their heart. It's pure. Sister Emily Queen, how about can you share with us what your views are on conditional healing and unconditional? Because
I've seen and experienced on the receiving end both sides, both conditional and unconditional healing. And I feel like the conditional healing for me definitely served its purpose and kind of led me to where I needed to be. But in order for me to get to the unconditional healing, I feel like I kind of had to experience the other side. And I remembered earlier this week, I was so desperate. I was so desperate for answers. I was desperate for healing. And I was willing to spend any amount of money to be able to get that. So I would actually go on Google reviews and Google tarot readers near me. And this was before I met you. I was just looking for answers because I was searching for something and I didn't know what the answer was. And I thought that I was searching for love from another, but I was looking for the love within my heart. And I went to this tarot reader that had 5-star reviews and all the raves about her. And I made an appointment with her after work. I left work early to get to her.
Dang.
And I get to this mansion. right? Like it was this beautiful house in River Oaks area. It's like, damn, like this is where she lives. And I was like, maybe I could do this. Like I could get this big mansion and like, you know, just give tarot readings all the time. So I went inside and this woman was all over the place, very scattered, kind of not...
Ungrounded.
Very ungrounded, not in the present, unhealthy. Her body was very unhealthy. And I was shocked when I found out she was the one reading me, that she was the one that all these reviews were about. So she brings me in this side room, brings out the cards, kind of like throws them on the table. Not really, I didn't feel connected, and I didn't feel it coming from her heart.
Very masculine.
Very masculine, but it was like she just wanted to get through it, right? Like I didn't feel the love from her. So I felt the energy was kind of off, and she was just throwing the cards out as chakra cards, and then this girl comes in the office and she starts talking to her, and then she leaves, and then she just continues. And it lasted for like maybe 3 minutes, this reading, and I didn't give any answers. It was just very quick. And then she told me, now if you want to be healed, and if you want to find the love of your life, and if you want, you know, money and all of this, like what people want, right? Like that's what she was selling me.
Yeah.
I can give you this, I don't even know what it was, like some magic ritual that she would make for me, and she would mix this, I guess, potion for me, and tincture, and give me these certain candles, and I had to light them at certain times of the day and say a specific prayer. And I was like, no, thank you. I think I'm good. So is that it? Like, I pay you now for this? And she said, oh, are you sure? Like, she was trying to sell me this package, right? It was $500 or something.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm good. I'll go ahead and pay you. I'm ready to go. So after I experienced that...
You take CashApp?
And I can't believe, like, I forgot about that experience, but I just remembered it, like, this past week.
And she is the cream of the crop. She's like the top. Think about that.
That's why she had all these reviews, I guess, because like all these people bought this, and it's really like your mentality and like the energy that you're putting into something. It's like the art of manifestation, right?
You pay for the placebo.
You pay for it. Yeah. It's like, you know, a sugar pill. You give somebody a sugar pill, and this is going to fix you. So it's your mind creating that energy that I'm going to be healed, but she's selling it for $500. So experiencing that, and then finding you and finding the master, you can feel that energy, you can feel that caring, you can feel that healing. And whenever I was on the receiving end of the sound baths that you created, that's what inspired me to do this, because I was able to experience a lot of healing for myself and a lot of connection with myself that I wasn't finding from these tarot readers, Reiki. And I do appreciate, because I was able to experience a lot of healing from Reiki and from different tarot readings, but there are definitely some tarot readers that are out there that are just in it for the money, you know. So I get what you're saying whenever you say link in the bio. And whenever we can serve from a non-conditional level, I feel like the angels, God, they truly work through you, because you're coming from a pure energy rather than from an energy of expectations of material wealth, I guess.
Which is why it took me so damn long to find a community, which is why I had to create whatever I had to create, because where's the genuine mastery, humble? And when I found a master, it was like, dude, this is like Dumbledore. Because I've been looking all my life for somebody who wasn't trying to make money from me. There's so many people practicing conditional love, a sliding scale, a non-slide is a, you know, angel number, and to find people who weren't charging money. For the ones that weren't charging money, oftentimes they drain you. They do. And the ones that charge money it's business. And many people stop judging, like, what the reason why people, like, what's working with our group and online is because this is unconditional. And I keep making a point, because when I get on TikTok and I look, there's so many people just looking to make money from your sadness. From you want a boyfriend? Card reading.
You want money?
You want a job? Card reading. You want a psychic training? Link in the bio. It's just like, where is the pure people? And then there's people who are religious, who are so attached to their ideology, who need to convert you. And sometimes you just want the wisdom without the religion. And many people who are attached to religion can't explain that, because they're still attached to ideology, and they don't learn to just help people. But I learned from the master. He didn't teach me Buddhism. He taught me something beyond. But many people can't grasp it, because all they want to hear is Buddha's word and Buddhism and right, and Bible scripture. But what about something beyond? People don't want to learn to think for themselves, and so it's hard to teach people who just want you to do all the work for them. Brother Sean, famous father, what are you hearing? What are you hearing?
That was a cool story. I've never heard that from you.
I forgot about it.
I was into it.
Like, damn, mansion, okay, mansion.
Because I've never really experienced the conditional side of it. I don't think I've ever paid for any kind of healing that I can think of. I went to like a holistic doctor one time to get like some tinctures, I guess, or whatever, when I was having issues. But it makes a lot of sense that there is a big industry for it, because it is profitable to, like you said, prey on people's weaknesses, their sadness, their fears, their anxieties. But I've experienced, just like Emily, a lot of healing from your sound baths when I needed it. And just coming here heals me as well, just doing this on Fridays. And
I mean, it worked
Sundays.
for you enough for you to become a sound healer.
Yeah, to want something more, because I healed myself from so much. That was one of the first things that I thought about was, I want to teach people meditation. Like when I first found it to work for me, continuously worked, I was like, I want to teach people meditation. I think people have to know about this. They have to know. And I remember you asking me, like, why do you want to teach people? Because I want to share that love in a way that's, free and just natural and able to actually help people. Because I feel like when there is an exchange of energy in terms of like money or, even goods, there's an expectation that is set upon that exchange. And when there's an expectation, there's automatically going to be some sort of lessened exchange of healing, because there's going to be either you thought it was going to be more, you didn't think
longer time,
I paid for this, it should be more or whatever.
Expectations.
Yeah, those expectations, they always lead to disappointment in some sort of fashion. So I feel like without that exchange, there is no expectation. And when you go in with an open and clear mind, you're able to heal even better, because there is no state of expectation or wanting more. Or the healing is very pure.
And this is why I'm trying to bring us, this is why we're growing so much, because when people come to the group, they get confused. Why is this free? Why is this here every Sunday for free? Right? Sound bath is once a month. Or why is it free, pure, and they don't have to fit in? They don't have to wear yoga pants to be there, right? They don't have to, we're not making it the goal is being genuine and authentic. And being genuine and authentic, it starts with yourself. It starts with us feeling genuine happiness and joy. And when the healer, and somebody says on here, Michael says, when we can feel when it's real if you are in tune. But sometimes we have been lied to for so long, because why? They're wearing the boho clothing. They got the copper wrapped earrings with an ankh on it. right? They got the whole drip that makes them look really spiritual. They got the most expensive singing bowl, right? They got the alchemy bowl. They look like they're the real deal. And then when you hear the music, you're like, the cat just died right now. Oh God, right? But then you're not sure, is that, maybe that's really spiritual if you just play really, really loud. And so it took a long time, because I study sound healers. I study, like, when they're playing, do I feel love? And so in this group, the moment I don't feel love here, it's a big deal. But I'm just grateful that we've come a long way. Holy crap. This group has come a long way, because when Sean and Emily first started, I was like, there's a lot of dead cats falling from the sky right now. Stop. Okay, look, we're not just randomly hitting stuff. And then I'm just so grateful that they didn't give up, because the training was difficult. It was very, like, he couldn't find rhythm. She didn't want to sing. She didn't, but the thing that I have to respect the brothers and sisters is that they kept showing up. Your heart, they call it, I think, bodhicitta, which is like the bodhisattva heart, the willingness to keep going even though it's difficult. So we gotta honor that, because most people will just say meditation doesn't work. I tried it for a week. The mystic village doesn't work. I tried it for a month. But they don't do the work. They want you to fix them. Because why? That's what people are doing online. I'll pay for a ceremony so that you can get my boyfriend back. I need a job. Do a ceremony for me. Right? Drip the candle. And so people pay for these ceremonies, but they don't learn to have their own inner ceremony on a daily basis. And so I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful for everything in my life, because we have an amazing group of people. We have amazing instruments, but it's not even ours. It's to play to help humanity heal. And more is coming. And we've been growing online a lot, especially on TikTok. $500 to clean it, ridiculous up. And on Insight Timer, there are some people charging $10,000 for psychic training.
It's just crazy.
And then I started studying Reiki. The Usui, the founder of Reiki, came from Buddhism. Shinto, Buddhism, shamanic mountain Japanese thing, which is freestyle spirituality. Like scientifically, Wikipedially, we want to like label things, but what they practice is what we're doing. Do it from your heart, and God will show you how to play the handpan. God will show you how to play the drum. God will teach you how to play. We're just looking for labels. Is he Buddhist? Is he Christian? Right? But when you just open, God fills. And so it's just the founder of Reiki charged $0, because why? He was healing people who are poor, who can't afford modern medicine. So Reiki was made for people who cannot access medicine, and so it was energy medicine, and they didn't even have to pay. But what made Reiki popular was this lady who was like, well, I want to expose Reiki to Americans. And if you want to get to the final level, you got to pay $10,000 to graduate from Reiki school. And that's why all this Western style healing is money everywhere. Reiki for money. Every healing thing is focused on money. Where is that Jesus healing where we don't even think about money? Where is that Buddha healing? And so our goal is to promote that and speak it. And many people will say, stop judging people. Stop criticizing people. You don't have to be here. There's other communities. We're here to speak the truth. When we see a problem, the master says, when you have a voice, use it. But we're so scared to use a voice. Why? Because if we speak the truth, they may not pay for our Reiki healing anymore. They may not come back to the mystic village. So we just live in a white lie where we don't say the truth. But when we're on TikTok, guess what? we ain't shutting up. Well, maybe it's just me. Final words, Brother Sean? We're gonna do a final thing and we're gonna end it.
Just love your damn self. Do what you need to do to improve you so that you can take care of others.
Queen?
Just pay attention. With us being mindful and in the present moment as much as we possibly can be, then we're able to respond the way that we're meant to and help others. Because if we're constantly in our head or rushing to get home, then we are not being present with others around us, and
we sprain our ankle.
And we sprain our ankle.
That's what I was thinking.
We're in a boot for like 2 weeks,
The boot is in the front door.
waiting for me to go outside.
I'm glad that you can at least sit there like
I'm
that.
glad I didn't fracture it, because if I would have fractured it, it would have been 2 months and I would be in a boot at Flipside. But 2 weeks healing, which is just in time for Flipside. So I'm very grateful. It could have been a lot worse, but I received the lesson and have been going slower and have been staying more present since. So good reminder.
So maybe we should get a cart so that we can like pull you
Pull
around.
me. That's perfect. I already have a card. I'll bring it with me. Y'all can pull me.
And how about Brother Charles? King Charles. Final words from your heart.
Just thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Love your damn self. Link in the bio.
Meow.
And we will be on tomorrow. We'll be at the park tomorrow, and I think a lot of people are gonna be showing up because
This week has been crazy.
it's a crazy week, and the community, we just need to do our part. This is when you show up. Even though no electricity, we got electricity, we got generators, so. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Love your damn self.
Thank you. Let me see. Thank you to Sister Kata, Michael, Wally, Satangmo. We got me, Elena, Suleiman. Thank you so much, Robin, Charmaine, and Amanda. Thank you so much. And the end. Meow. Meow.